Welcome back. It's great to be doing a few more audios for you guys. Today's match is featured against Gogo-the-Feared, undead solo player that I just so happened to pass by in ladder. So why not do an audio on it? Because hell, during the game he asked if he can have an audio done on the game. So just from his popular request, we will go for that. Let's get this unpaused in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, unpause. So anyways, checking out my build order here. He's an undead player, so I'm naturally going to go for a tavern hero, especially on this map when it's needed the most. I mess up a lot in this match, and I'll point out a lot of the things that I screwed up in and the better alternatives for it. Because otherwise, I mean, that is just total crap that I've played on this. Yeah, he's requesting to do the commentary on this, so why not? I was going to do either versus Gogo-the-Feared or Ghost Rider, because I faced Ghost Rider today in ladder, and I was like, I might as well just do an audio on that. But this guy requested it. Ghost Rider, he didn't. So we have our player who wanted to have an audio on him, so I hope I have made his wish come true. So anyways, late altar as usual, tavern hero, all the way here. Taking a look at Gogo's base. Standard setup. We won't see any fiends, since undead will lose if they go fiends versus night elf. I'm sorry, that's just how it happens. So he's going for some ghouls, and if you actually look at his hero, he is working on the Dreadlord. I said he's going to get the Dreadlord. For the love of God, let me check his... He's got enough gold. He's got enough food. There he goes, he's getting Dreadlord. So Dreadlord ghouls it is for him. So, yeah, that'll suck, especially for what I'm planning here. If you notice of what I'm doing, I'm sending 2 Wisp Scouts out here. I check around to see what's going on here. Wherever I see the undead, the furthest away from that, I want to get an expansion. Because I'm going to try to get a fast expo, and at least try to succeed with this thing here. So... here we go. I make that expo out there with the scouting wisp. I already know where he is. He's at the bottom part of the map, so I really don't have to worry about that. Excuse me. So making the expo, making the Beastmaster. I would much more prefer Keeper of the Grove, because I just experimented with the Keeper, and he works a lot better at holding back the enemy when he's trying to hit your expo. But later on into the game, if he does destroy your expo, the Beastmaster will be much better of an advantage. Seeing that those Quill Beasts are just, yeah, freaking awesome. So he has his scouting ghoul out there. He's checking out to see if I have an expo anywhere. Well, I do, and well, it's going to die soon. Well, that's at least what he's hoping to do. So... oh, one ghoul is being a bastard. What I should have done, I should send 1 Quill Beast out to the ghoul just to let him know that, hey, I'm attacking, lay off of the stupid tree. But, because, yeah, I really don't need 2 Quill Beasts and a Beastmaster to get rid of the remains of those creeps. But, so I'm going to walk in there. He gets quite a few swats away at the Tree of Life. What I need to do is, when I see a sign like this, I do get 2 Ancients of War, by the way. I was getting an expo, and I can attack kind of fast. So I can produce out of about 4 buildings successfully. So, anyhow, he's got a good surround ready to go. My Beastmaster, he better watch it. So, I'm gonna go and heal up really quick. I was, but hell, he's got Dreadlord ghouls ready to go on me here. But Tree of Life is just about to complete. And you can see just all the mayhem that the single ghoul has caused. But now he's going to start swatting away at that thing. I don't want to uproot it to eat some trees, because he would lose more health even if he was uprooted to get stuff. So he does try to go for a sleeps around here. I make sure that I have my 2 Quill Beasts off to the side. But I think, yeah, he got an edge a little too much. But I managed to slice away at 1 ghoul before I try to run out of the way. I run my Quill Beast too far back, and I portaled out of the way. I could have tried to run, but I realized that if I would have tried to run, my Beastmaster would have died anyways, and I want to have him healed up right away to go right back towards the situation. And I tried to get some time in where I could eat some trees and try to root to the ground where he'd be on the ground swatting away at the ghouls while he's also regenerating health. So I tried to create a diversion with the Beastmaster being supposedly surrounded and stuff like that, but as you can tell, I really didn't have too much success with that, so it's kind of sucking for me. He's got another sleep ready to go. So, alright. He killed the Expo. Expo goes down. I do plan on still getting an Expo there anyways, because, hell, I've already got the build set up for an Expo, because I definitely want to have some production coming out of my Ancients of Lore and Ancient of Wind. And also at the same time, I want to have it coming out of 2 Ancients of War. So, I really need to get an Expo. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I have a big enough force to go get rid of that, so I don't have to worry about making it across from the path and all that lovely stuff. I'm just going to make it right on the spot. So as for Gogo, he's actually just going to do his own thing as well. I was expecting him to try to get an Expo right now to sort of do a counter build or just kind of play a little game of catch-up here. Because if he does get an Expo, that would really suck. But I do get level 2 soon, and I do bring out a Hawk so I can scout that spot out. So, here I go. Excuse me. Well, let's see what we have here. What else can I mention to you guys? There's nothing really too much. Since it's almost tier 2 time, actually he does have his Halls of the Dead out, and I really was kind of expecting that to be happening soon. I can't get too many hunts. I just need enough to cut up these ghouls really good. Otherwise, I need archers. Gargoyles. Go figure. They hit their air. So anyways, I put the Hawk out there. He's going to check it out. I actually put him in Force Group 3, so I can just select 3 and then move around the map as I wish. And I don't really have to go over to that, click on that. I can pay a lot more attention to what I'm doing right now because it really doesn't matter. He's only a temporary force group because he's going to die sooner or later. So that's one thing that you can do when you've got units that are summoned out there. You put them in the separate force groups that you're not using yet. And just make use of what you got right now. So I'm level 3. What I'm going to do, I think I need to put it in Quillbeast. Please say I put it in Quillbeast. Because those ghouls are very, very bitchy. Actually, no, I put it, I get it in, I put it in the Hawk. The reason? I want to milk out as many sleeps as possible by this Dreadlord. He has about 400 mana, and that's a lot of sleep that he can use. And if I want to have something to force him into as many sleeps, especially this early part of the game, that would be great, you know. Anyhow, what is going on here? I'm just gonna try to get rid of some creeps, yada yada yada. I go get God damn, what was I gonna plan on getting? I knew that he saw my expo, so I'm not gonna go anywhere further out from there. I mean, I'm not gonna try to go down to his spot because I know that. I mean, I don't even have a portal on me right now. I was thinking about waiting at this point for the portal, but I don't know. It is a little too early into the game to make that kind of investment, and I needed to make some wisps for my expo. But as long as I have a straight path and I know sort of where my enemy is, I should be alright. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get rid of the Null Warden encampment. I actually started off those creeps really bad. I should hit it with some units that won't get affected by Purge first, because, you know, that's the first units that they'll purge. Just hit it with like a Huntress or something, and the Huntress that you hit it with, just run it out of the way, because they'll leave it alone once he stops attacking it. Gotta love creep AI, because it's just so intelligent, you know? So, anyhow, I have quite a few archers, enough to handle a lot of guards. I now have the dire Quillbeasts out there, so I'm going to fill up with a few more hunts, because I only have about, 1, 2, 3, about 5. And once you start having a mass of archers like that, those huntresses really don't stand too much of a front. They'll say, alright, I'll just ignore those, much like he's going to do right now. So I'm slept. So that sucks. First move I want to do is use the Wand of Mana Stealing onto the Dreadlord so he can stop with the whole entire frickin' sleeping thing. Dumb mistake I'm making, I am not bringing those archers back in time. And I am not putting some direct focus down into this guy. I do, however, hire as many mercenaries as I can. I get the ogres out since it is indeed daytime, and I do actually manage to push him out of the way. I made sure that I killed one of his statues as well in the process. Now, my level 5 skill, it was a tie between the ghouls, the Quillbeast and the Hawk. I decided to put my skill into Hawk because I did see those statues, and if I can constantly start just blasting away at those statues, that would be really, really cool, especially at the point where you're able to just take one hit and then go invisible again. You just do that, you'll really have him on the edge, and if you're able to do that successfully, you'll be able to multitask over him, because he's concerned about sleeping that one Hawk that's been blasting away at their statues, because they love statues, they just love to rip those apart. Easy to see, you know. If you can do that and time that well, just hit the statue, and then at another time, just mess around with their base or something. Yeah, do that, go for it. More power to you. So yeah, I'm sending that Hawk out right now, and that's actually going for Force Group 3, so. Once again, hitting the creeps in the wrong order. Not a good thing to do. But either way, I'm going to get rid of these anyhow, because there's no chance that I'm expecting him to be over in this area. The only exception would be him trying to get an Expo, and I already have a Spirit Hawk out there and ready to go. So there I go. I'm working away at the obsidian statue. That thing goes down very fast. See, he tried to get a sleep off there, and he failed, because he goes invisible. You saw him go for the animation as well. So I'm just basically going crazy on his ghouls right now. And he only has enough for, well, he's going to be level 5 in no time soon, so he only has enough for one sleep. So, thanks to the Hawk doing that. And the Hawk doesn't have much time left on it in the first place, so. With my Panda out, with starting to get somewhat of a solid army here. I need to put a little more time into my Ancients of Lore and Wind, because, you know, that's sort of why I teched. But I did have to put that money into the Ogre Maulers and the mercenaries so I can have an army on the fly like that. So I see him coming in here. I do not want him taking down that tree. So I portal in, and he has too many ghouls around my tree to really make a difference. So regardless of that, the tree's going to go down, and I don't have enough room to heal. He would have just raced it in the first place here, so that sucks. Tree goes down, but I do have an Expo to keep me alive. So that basically brings us both back into the same area. I do have the Staff of Silence, which I'm very, very happy to pick up. Obvious reasons, he can't sleep, and when he gets his second Death Knight, that's even better. So that's a little explanation behind that. I mean, I really don't need that much of one. Either way, with the Hawk, I just hold down Alt, see whatever's weakest. So I just go off on that. But he sleeps the Hawk again. I'm not able to pull him off in time. But with the Hawk slept, I still get to scout out. I still get to notice that he is working on getting some acolytes, and he is working on his Expo. And I think one of the mistakes I'm about to do is I don't go for the Expo the second that I see him bringing acolytes over there. I don't know why. It's just apparently I don't want to. I come across his army, I think. Yep, that's why. I'm like, oh, there's his army, so I'm going to go check that out. But I was actually... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because what I was thinking is when he was coming over there, I was like, oh crap, he's going to go hit my Expo. So screw his Expo, I got to get rid of this guy's army real quick. So what I need to be doing, I need to go right to my Expo and get these wisps out there and ready. Before he can surround his ghouls around my tree, where I'd be basically helpless to stop that. Which he's doing. Which I needed to do, but the Expo's just going to die, so that's done right there. So really retarded for me. But I do realize that when he's going to try to run back, I will be able to get a few shots onto him. So I do get to tear up a few of the ghouls. I guess I'm a little happy about that. And I know that he is staying in this battle because I did see the scroller protection, so I'm like, alright, awesome. So I bring the panda in there immediately, get a fiery haze on all of those units. Gotta love the sticky flame strike, it's nicknamed. And with that, all of his ghouls are just pretty much going to fall apart into little pieces. And there he goes, he's out of there. So what I need to do is run my ass over to that expo, like now. Because I already effed it up. I already let my expo die when I needed to bring those 5 wisps around that tree. Like, if I know he's there, just get him in position. Because, sure, he's going to start swatting away at your wisps, but aren't your wisps going to die anyways when he destroys your expo if you don't bring them around there? So it'll buy you a little bit of time. It'll also buy you a little bit of hit time onto those ghouls where you'll be able to hurt them a bit. So that's a little reasoning behind that. Otherwise, nothing too crazy that I can tell you. When I'm going to get level 6, I am going to go for level 3 Quo Beasts, I think. Or it was another game. I don't know. But I do have my Entangled Gold Mine out ready, so I'm starting to get somewhat of a gold supply here. So, cool. But my biggest concern is avoiding really huge battles unless I know that I've got them, because I don't want to fight these small little battles where we're just feeding each other experience and we come back again when we have a lot of experience. Because, yeah, I'm worried about that level 6 Dreadlord. Yeah, he has about 49 of food, I got about 57 of food. I remember taking out a lot of those ghouls, so I was like, alright, I'm going to give this a little shot here. See what I can do. But I did notice with one of my units on the rally that he is indeed trying to play one out with me here. He's ready to go. He's ready to get us around. He's got 450 mana. He's got plenty of health, so no need for a Death Knight because he has a potion of healing to go along with it. All those ghouls, yeah, they're going to be in excellent shape when he's got a scroll of healing to go along with it. So I basically just try to pick out as many as I can. I think he misclicked and only slept a Huntress there, which will just be awakened by one of the Quo Beasts. So I try to get a few shots on the Obsidian Statue. Next target is his altar, so I'm going to start picking at that for a little bit, trying to drag him out. I see a situation which would really suck if my Beastmaster got surrounded, so I wait for him to get up a little too close, and I use a Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze, all that lovely stuff. And I'm basically just trying to scatter about his ghouls where it'd be very hard for him to formulate a good surround. So I do get level 3, I do get level 2 Breath of Fire. And with that, I'm taking out a decent amount of ghouls right here. But he's also taking out a decent amount of my units as well. He's got, mainly, what he's got here, his ghouls are 3-in-1. For the love of God, they will take out whatever the hell they want to go around and beat down. Regardless of anything, they're going to go down. Here's where my panda plays the role of a really frickin' stupid hero, and it's going to die. Pretty much. So, that dies. I'm really excited about that. But I do use the Staff of Silence first thing, so his Dreadlord can't sleep my unit as he's trying to run out of the way. So I do just try to take out a ghoul or two. And that's going to get slept. So, 3-2 ghouls right now. Those things are frickin' souped up. And at this point, I was just kind of like, this sucks, because I already played. It was one of those days where you have, where you're just plain suck, and you really don't accomplish too much. Yeah, it was one of those. So as you can tell, I was in a very exciting mood. So either way. What I need to do, I need to work on another expo here. But whenever I have enough time to get another Spirit Hawk out, I just keep throwing those at him just to try to keep him on his feet here. So the statues are very nice targets. He sleeps that, but I'm going to go in right away and attack the Spirit Hawk. I'm trying to keep my guys out of his view. So the hawk just comes back and he's going to be forced to sleep it once again. So I destroy one of those one of the obsidian statues, and he's forced to use another sleep. So, okay. I'm just going to try to get behind the lines a bit, just so one of the ancients can start swatting away at the ghouls. But I see he's on the run, so I want to use my dryads to slow their units down a little bit. So he gets asleep, and he's just going to go crazy on me now. Level 6. So alright, I'm going to start pumping out some raging quo beasts here. Loves to tear apart the ghouls, so I'm happy with that. He keeps bringing his infernal into the middle of my army. I am focused on trying to wake the hell out of this Beastmaster, because he's, sleeping the whole entire friggin' battle. But, with a level 7 Dreadlord, that's even bigger of a problem. But I did manage to force in the portal. So I just take out whatever straggling units are there, and we'll both be on our way. But I got level 6. That's really what I was aiming for, because now I can have 3 raging quo beasts out at a time, and against ghouls, with their splash and everything, that'll tear them apart. So I'm very, very happy that I got that level. He also got level 7 with his Dreadlord. Yeah, sure, he has level 3 Vampiric Aura. It's going to be a little harder, but the quo beast should be able... The quo beast splash alone should be able to counter the Vampiric Aura. So I really don't have to worry about that. So I just have basically really strong piercing damage on his army. So my next worry is basically the sleep. So how about that? Getting another crypt out there, so I'm like, alright, I'll go ahead and try to kill that crypt. He is getting some abominations out, and they are beefy as hell. Still 3-2 upgrades under that, so you can kind of see how that's consistent. I just bring out my summoned units, let those do the dirty work, let those take out that one crypt. He can sleep it as much as he wants, but I have quo beasts to wake them up. So I wake up the hawk, just keep going on, and I realize that the 2 quo beasts alone should be able to do a good job. So I use use my summons here, and I use the summons to attack his statues. So while he's working on those statues, I gotta worry about this guy trying to surround the Beastmaster, and that's my mistake. I saw that, and I saw the statues, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna go ahead and kill these statues here. I pay no attention to the Beastmaster. Beastmaster dies, and that really blows. The 2 quo beasts, however, they did get rid of one of the statues, but still, if I can have my Beastmaster in this battle for a little bit longer, where I can at least get like another quo beast out, yeah, that would really be cool, but I guess, I don't know. Getting another breath of fire here, tearing up these ghouls as much as I can. Really dumbass mistake that I'm doing right here. I'm just letting my crap die, and I'm trying to kill the Infernal, which I have nothing in my army that'll do a good job at killing that stupid thing. And I stay in here, and look at all the units that I lose. I lose about 2 Huntresses doing that, and I'm gonna lose some of the Dryads, and I lose a Dot as well. He does have a Carrion Swarm ready to go too. But I'm just trying to stop him from sleeping, this Pandaren Brewmaster. Yep, I'm going to lose that Huntress. Huntress dies. So I'm going to use the Dryad to try to wake him up. Dryad dies. And look at that. Druid of the Talon's just going to die anyways, I think. Yeah, he can't run in time. So I just sacrifice him to use a Fairy Fire on one of the Gargs. Since he is making that lovely switch, I now have a bigger problem at hand. So anyways, Pandaren Brewmaster's still out there. He's almost level 5, so I'm not really too worried. Once I can get a Drunken Haze and Fire combo out there with a level 3, Breath of Fire, then those ghouls, they really won't last very long. So okay, he's still ready to fight. I mean, he's got badass Infernal good to go, so I'm just gonna be, alright, that's fine, I'll kind of stay in my own area here, just don't go up to the expo at least. So I'm just going to try to hold my ground, and if he does try to walk up there, and if he does try to kill that expo, I'm not really going to fight a really big battle. It's just going to be like a mock battle where it's just to hold him there, just to keep a diversion. So he is going to check that out. So okay, I'm going to wait till he's towards the middle of that path for a little bit so I can kind of snare him a bit. So there I go, I make my move, I know he has a portal, but the more I can drain out of him, hell, the better. So off to heal that. Ready to use a drunken fire combo on all these Gargs. That would be friggin' beautiful, but he's asleep. Not really going to do much. So I use the Dryads to do all that. But once he has fire off on all those Gargs, they pretty much go back to full health. Because he does have the healing scroll. And once again, I am a frickin' retard, and I'm just letting my stuff stay there. Not really doing too much. So I was worried about the Beastmaster in my base, and I was just pumping out units with that dude. I'm like, alright, yeah, I definitely have a battle to look at here. So as you can tell, I was very, very enthusiastic for this battle. I mean, I was just so thrilled. So, anyways, I have all his Gargs fairy fired, so I'm happy with that. It will require a lot less anti-air to get rid of these guys. And I did save the Expo. So I see him portal, so I'm like, alright, awesome, cool. I get to have my Expo, and I'm hoping that things will turn out a little smoother. But I do bring the Wisp out to his Expo, so he knows that I'm well aware that he does have an Expo. So I'm going to get ready to move over there. I only see one Acolyte there, so I'm kind of waiting for him to send his rallied Acolytes so I can start working on those guys. Almost level 5. Can't wait for that. And yes, I guarantee you guys you will see a level 6 Pandaren Brewmaster, and his ultimate will be used. So this game has a little bit more to go. Anyhow, I wait for those rallied Acolytes, so I get rid of those. Drunken Fire going off once again, taking out a lot of these ghouls. Their units are just dropping like flies here. Any units that are below like 400 hit points, or around 400, they will just fall rapidly to fire combo here. But I was dumb. I didn't use Drunken Haste first before using that other fire. He has a level 9 Dreadlord. And now I use the Drunken Haze just to try to keep him from chasing me. So now it's the Pandaren Brewmaster's turn to really suck. So that's happening. He's going to get surrounded. So I just use a Breath of Fire, try to clear out some ghouls that are in the way, but I think he's weak enough to just get Carrion Swarm to death. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have enough mana. Haha. Good. I was worried about that. I was just waiting for that Carrion Swarm to just finish off the panda. So I was like, this blows. So, he's in Destroyer form now, so great. All my dots, well, they're rather useless. Anyways, here I go. Well, basically every battle that I start off with, I just tap Alt. The ghouls are first targets to me, making sure that I'm using silence as much as I can. Only silences the Dreadlord for a good couple seconds, though, so it's not really too great. I do get level 7, so I do have a Stampede ready to go. And I'm just worried about him getting that final shot against the Pandaren Brewmaster. And so, you can tell that I had a few rallied units that I didn't pay attention to. But the Cruel Beasts alone are doing an awesome job versus these ghouls here. Abominations are dying rapidly, and it's looking good. I'm just using silence as much as I can. I just really gotta ignore the Inferno because I really don't have a significant army right now to take that out. I could take it out, but the time invested in getting rid of that stupid thing, as well as the fact that it would give him just free time to hit away at my army, it's something I can't afford to do right now, and I just need to kill his permanents. So just abomination after abomination, I'm taking out as much as I can. Level 9 Dreadlord, isn't that dandy? So I use Frenzy so I can run the Quill Beast out of the way. Don't want to give this dude any more experience. So, what am I to do? What am I to do? Anyways. He's got abominations. Now what is he gonna get? He's gonna go get some items, I'm sure. Yes, no? Yeah, there he goes. But yeah, check this out. He got Tome of Retraining, and he's going to go for Sleep and Carry On, I think. Yeah, just level 1 Vampire... No, level 3 Vampiric Aura. Yeah, I think he's switching the priority towards Carrion Swarm now. Very odd. But he does have 900 gold, so he can definitely afford to do that. His little problem here is the whole mana issue. So I think he's going to go stock up on some of those. Yes? Ah, there we go. Nice. So, once I formulate a little bit more of an army, I do have my Spirit Hawk scouting out just so I can see if he's coming up. So I'm like, okay, cool. Here I go. The Destroyer. Next target for me to get rid of. And so we're going to fight a little miniature skirmish right here. The Quo Beasts once again. God, I love them. Taking down the Destroyers very, very easily. So, here we go. I see all these ghouls behind me. So, I make sure that I'm going to try to move my second force group out of the way. The weakened guys, at least. All the archers, dots, dryads, all that stuff. So he's got a much more powerful carry-on swarm right now. I mean, hell, I didn't even notice that he got that level carry-on swarm or retrained it. So yeah. So I immediately use Silence and then Stampede. I'm hoping just to kind of keep him into this battle a little bit longer because he doesn't really realize that if I can keep him in there to try to sleep, so the Stampede will keep going, I'll be able to get a few more shots on his units here. But he does use the lovely, lovely carry-on swarm. Takes out my whole friggin' archer line, so that sucks. We trade an archer for a hippogriff, and all is well, I think. So, okay. Level 10 Dreadlord. That's going to be fun to deal with. So what am I going to do now? Well, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to definitely try to use the Panda's ultimate because I need all of those skills that he's got. Because he does have, his main skill that I want to get is the Cyclone. If I can just keep that Dreadlord out of the battle, and I can just work on some normal units, yeah, that's great. Excuse me. But otherwise, the Drunken Fire, that's looking hot. I'm loving that. So. What I need is another expo soon. Excuse me. So, I just have my Wisp out, and I'm going to go get an expo over at that area. Why over there? Well, for one, he really won't expect that, and I'm going to try to keep the harassment on him to where he's not going to go for any huge creeps as of yet. And if he does, I'll just portal over there, and I'll already be over where his expo is, and if we already fight a game-deciding battle, or just one that'll cripple him, I can just run to the expo right below that and take that out with ease. So, that's just what I'm going to do. But I make sure I scout out with my Spirit Hawk a little bit. I notice that he's still chilling out in his base, so I'm going to say, alright, I can wait for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and try to get some more items, get a little bit more gold, and get a little bit of, hopefully, some better items. But I do already have some good items on me here. So, okay, I just make sure that the summons take the hits first. Simple enough to explain. And check this out, I get a Tome of Strength +2 and a Belt of Giant Strength. +8 Strength came out of that creeping. And this Beastmaster, he's up for his name. He is a frickin' beast. With about almost 1,500 health. His Dreadlord is pretty good too, 1,200, but still, I mean, when I've got all of this stuff, Pender and Brewmaster strong as hell, I mean, it's looking awesome. Anyways, I want to get rid of this spot because it's another possible expansion area. It's a lot less of a risk, involved, but a pariah to vitality. Can't get any better than that now that the fact that I can have even more hit points. So now the Pandaren Brewmaster is going to have as much as the level 10 Dreadlord here, and the Beastmaster is going to have much more than the Dreadlord. So my heroes, about them dying, yeah, it's not really going to happen too easily. I'm going to have to make some stupid frickin' mistakes to do that. So alright. His expansion's gold mine is almost going to run out, so if that's a sign of a long game, well, if that's not a sign of a long game, I don't know what is. A Circlet of Nobility now, so now I have 1,500 hit points on this Beastmaster. So, holy crap, that's a lot. I'm trying to go easy on the dots here. I just want to get 1 or 2, just enough to scout for some good recon. But I do look at my heroes, and I sell the Ring of Regeneration because he's going to have enough hit points as it is. He's not really going to need to regenerate all those. But I do get my portal because I was thinking about that expansion area. Just made sure that I stayed in that close to that range because I knew that I knew that what was on his mind was that I'm probably going to be over there because nothing really went on. He never crept there. He doesn't know if I crept there or not, but seeing from all the battles, I'm going to be creeping over there. So that's one thing that'll be on his mind. So I'm just trying to divvy out the items on my heroes a bit. Now the Pandaren Brewmaster's got a little bit more health, since he's a little bit more of a target to hit. What do I get? Yeah, I got another Circlet of Nobility, so I'm just stacked with that. So how about that? So I'm just going to transfer all my Circlets on over to the Pandaren Brewmaster. So if you check this guy out, he's going to just have +6 on all of his stats. It's going to be awesome. So, okay. I do use my Goblin Lab. I had a Wisp that was camped over there. I deny him about 50 gold just by killing that. And other than that, I think it's time for me to head over to his base. But wait! He's going to go ahead and try to get rid of my Expo. So I'm going to go ahead and just TP over there right now. I said right now. Good God. What am I waiting for? Go! Damn it! Forget your wisps. Go! The hell am I waiting for? I just needed a TP. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting to get a bunch of wisps in there so I can dispel, so I can deny him of using an Infernal. Yeah, the Expo's just gonna die. How about that? I guess I realized that... Wait, how much gold was left? Yeah, 1950. It wouldn't be worth putting another Expo over there. So with 1950 gold left on the Expo, I really wouldn't recommend trying to get it back there unless you had, like... Well, unless you are almost in the situation that I'm getting, where you have Nature's Blessing, and you can just walk another tree over there. But here he goes. Excuse me. He's just looking around for Expos to take out here. I mean, he's 3-2 with his units. They're going to deal a lot of damage here. His Gargs, they just got 1 weapon upgrade, but it'll hurt. So here we go. Here starts the battle. So I just try my best to use some silence onto that guy, so it's just going to be a little more difficult for him to break through that. Drunken Fire going off. I love it. And I'm pretty much just weakening that Dreadlord beyond belief. He does use Stone Form just to try to break things up a bit, I suppose. And I'm going to use the pen as ultimate, like right now. Yeah, after I get another Drunken Fire off there, 150 mana is all I need, so I do use the ultimate. And so I do use that to Cyclone the Dreadlord, and so you can kind of get a good idea of what I meant. I should have used that a little bit earlier, but, well. So, kill the Dreadlord. Hooray. Yay for me. And that is a long 38-minute game for you guys. A lot of stupid crap that I did. Both of us could have done a lot better in this match, but I guess things that we could have done, I already named them out. I guess he could have just macroed it a little better. I mean, I really didn't see too much of a difference. But, level 10 Dreadlord. You really don't see that much in solo games too much, so... Either way, that's pretty much a sum of this match. I mean, he asked for me to do an audio on it, and it was a pretty long match. and it got me back into the whole solo mood, because I was doing really crappy until then, because at the end of the game I was, actually, to be honest with you, I was pretty pissed off at the end of the game about how the game was going. So, yeah, a lot of players, they'll play a lot better when they're really pissed off. Ether, for example, he plays a lot better when he's pissed. He'll multitask a lot better. Same thing with Devivi, because the WCG, this dude was like, when Killer DK beat him in the first round, I think, he was just, no wait, he beat him in the second round. So he's talking to me, he's like, dude, what the hell is this bullcrap? And then he was playing his match, and I could tell the dude was pissed off. But it's funny. So, I'll see you all later.